Hey everyone, it's Steph. Today I'm going to be talking about books that take place during the Revolutionary War. Thanks so much for cluing in today. Without further ado, let's get started. First, we have The Lace Maker. This is a story about a British colony that is starting to see some turmoil, the start of the Revolutionary War. We're starting to see some people who think that America would be better off as an independent nation instead of being ruled by England. Start to see what that's like for a young British girl in a British family. Her father's the governor, like some sort of supervisor from England who's supposed to watch the colony. How this uprising from the colonists affects this girl, her station in life. We see what it's like for her, and she's sort of falling for this guy who's part of the uprising of the colonists against England. She starts the book all like, go Britain, and then as she's starting to get to know this man, relationship progresses, and what does that mean for which side she's on for the Revolutionary War. So it's an interesting book. It was probably one of the only historical fiction romances I've seen that takes place during the Revolutionary War. There aren't too many. Usually it's like before or after, or you have like nonfiction books, which is what some of these books on this list are. So moving on. The Action President's graphic novel about George Washington. This was a really creative way to learn about George Washington, and as an adult, I appreciated the way it presented the content. It presents it in a very accessible way for kids and helps you learn and make the situations that they went through back in the day seem relevant to today's kids. Does it make sense? So I really enjoyed this, definitely recommend. It doesn't get into the controversial parts of history, it just gives you an overview of Washington's experience as a soldier and then his continuation to general and president. So definitely something interesting to check out if you're interested. I know the cover looks kind of wacky, but the information in it is pretty solid. Next we have America's First Daughter. This is written by two authors, the second of which is a U.S. naval historian, so you know that the information is accurate, well researched, and this really, really makes history come alive. It really feels like you're in Jefferson's daughter's shoes from step one. It first begins with like an escape from the house because people are after Jefferson. This is prior to the signing of the Declaration, or maybe right afterwards, but before America's really independent. So it starts off with this urgent kind of escape to keep his family safe. And now the dog's barking. Excellent. Defend us! Avenge me! Next we have one that takes place immediately after the Revolutionary War, and this is Poldark. I read the first book and then I ended up picking up the TV show that is on PBS and now free on Amazon Prime, I believe. So check that out if you're interested. This isn't my favorite series ever, but it's interesting to see what life is like after the Revolutionary War for an English soldier who goes back home to England knowing that the war was not won, and the woman he was in love with before the war, promised to get engaged to and stay true to during the war. He comes home from the war, she's now engaged to someone else. He can't pursue that relationship anymore, which is devastating for him. And then what his life is like, how he ends up stumbling into a relationship of his own during the first book, and then what their life is like as the series goes on. So check it out if you are interested. Last but not least, we have 1,000,001 books that have to do with Hamilton. If you are interested, definitely watch my Hamilton books video. It talks about all kinds of fictional and non-fiction books that have to do with Alexander Hamilton's life and his influence on the foundation of America. So I'm going to end this book with Hamilton by Ron Chernow. This is the book that inspired Lin-Manuel Miranda to write the hip-hop musical that is Hamilton, and definitely something for those history buffs who really want to know the full story about Hamilton's life. I think this is over 700 pages. It's not a small book, but if you are a history buff, if you like digging into all these like little facts about history, check it out. Could be your cup of tea. I hope you enjoyed this list of books that had to do with the Revolutionary War. If I missed any, definitely let me know in the comments. If you like this video, definitely hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I look forward to chatting with you guys soon more about books. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you find some books that bring some sunshine to your day, and I will see you soon. Take care.